G'day guys, I'm doing a bit of an unboxing for the Hion Warrior V5 Faceting machine. Some people on Facebook ask if there's any good or whatever, and let them know when I got it. So anyway, anyone that is on the fence, like I live in Australia, and there is some really good companies out here, but there's long waiting lists. I'm sure the machines are excellent quality, but they're expensive. Most of them are expensive. So I wanted to shop in Australia, but I ended up going to Vietnam. Well, not literally, but I bought it from Vietnam, and I was also a bit worried what the quality is going to be like, and am I going to get ripped off, whatever. But anyway, I didn't. I've got it. It took 5 weeks. I was told it would take about 12 days, but that isn't the. It was actually designed by a lady, by the way, and built by this lady. It's a really, really nice lady. And but it weren't her fault. It was late. It was Australia's fault. It was late. It was in the country within a week, and then it went to customs, and then the customs don't know what they were doing with it, but they caused all sorts of problems. First of all, we thought we'd lost it at one point. And she actually offered to send me another one or refund me. She really wants to make this business succeed. And anyway, we just waited a bit longer. Next thing, it was like stuck in the post. It was in Mackay. I live in Early Beach. It was in Mackay for like 5 days, and they didn't even bother processing it. And so yeah, her side it was great. Vietnam was great. Australia, waste of time. So in the end, it took 5 weeks, what should have took 12 days. And so anyway, I've got it here. Oh, and another problem the customs caused. I had one box with all its parts, like the dop sticks, discs and stuff like that. And they took that out of the box. Like, she videoed the packing, and it was in when she videoed it. They took it out of the box and sent it a week later separate. Why, I don't know. But arseholes, to be honest. But anyway, the machine, right, I'll tell you, if you think you're going to get a shit quality machine because you're buying it from another country or maybe Asia or whatever, think again. Like, I've been in engineering since I was like 17. I'm like in my 50s now, and this is top quality. And I don't know how you get better quality. I can't imagine the Ultratech being much better than this, to be honest. Now I'll try and give you a close look. Everything is very, very precise. You've got the cheater there with very, very fine threads, and a micro adjuster here, which you can lock and unlock, and then so you've got really fine adjustment on the cheater, and then you turn the gauge on here, and I think whether it's based on an Ultratech or what, I don't know, but from what I've seen, it looks quite similar. But it's all really, really good quality. You got like micrometer type adjustment there and there. Everything, like even the wood's nice. Easy adjustment for the mast, really smooth. I'll plug it in. By the way, just in case you've not noticed, I live on a boat, so if you see it moving on its own, that's because I'm on a boat. But anyway, I've plugged it in, turn it on. Automatic stop, just by pressing one button it stops, and then goes the other way. Very quiet, good quality plastics, And so that's the that's the machine. I can't praise it enough, to be honest. The quality is really, really good. You know, everything's very, very smooth. And then the extras, right? Now, some of this, by the way, it doesn't come with it. Like the discs don't come with it. And the polishing disc, that's a zinc polishing disc, that didn't come with it, although she gave them to me. But that's, so if you order it and you don't get them, they're not actually part of the deal, but she just gave them to me. The rest of it, I'm pretty sure, is what anyone would get. I think she must have seen some pictures of me and thought, oh, I want a bit of that, so I'll give him some. And anyway, probably not. Got the dop sticks. Now, one was bent, the very, very small one was bent. I tried to straighten it and I broke it. But they're all brass, all really precise, machined. So they've been on a lathe and a milling machine for the V-dops. You've got super glue, 2 super glue, you've got wax, you've got a spare wick, you've got epoxy, Type-C charger for the protractor. Like I say, you've got 5 discs, 320, 600, 1500, 2000 and 3000. I say zinc polishing disc. There's still things to go on this, I think. Yeah, I've not had a chance to do it, but you got a bag of extra bits in here. Don't exactly know what they're for yet. A tub of polishing paste, diamond polishing paste. A transfer jig, the same quality as the machine. Full set of Allen keys. Now, if I buy them in super cheap, in Bunnings, they're looking $50 for them. A nice set. And I don't know, there's some type of a chisel for something. I'm not sure what for. But yeah, that's it. So I've not used it yet. You know, I've only plugged it in twice, and I've had no problems with high-on faceting. The lady, she's absolutely great. I did have problems, but it weren't because of her. So I actually lost my cool at one point. But it weren't her fault. It's Australia's postal service and the customs. And why they had to split it up and send one part a week later. We thought, and she thought, that somebody her end had stolen it, or maybe somebody our end had stolen it, and we didn't know. So yeah, it weren't her fault. You can get a little alcohol jar. And you got your transfer dops. You've got your table dops. You've got a 90 degree and a 45 degree. And this has cost me, I think it was about $4,200 for an extremely high quality. Like I say, I'm a marine engineer mechanic and a fitter, and I've been in engineering most of my life, and I'll tell you, that is really good quality. And I can't see how you can get much better quality. You know, everything like this stainless. They even laser etch your name on it, or your company business, or whatever you want on it. They'll even do that. So anyone that can't afford an Australian machine, because that was the main thing with me, but it was also the delivery. You know, like this is the quickest I could have got one was about 6 months. I've got this in 5 weeks. If it weren't for Australia Post and the customs, I'd have had it in a couple of weeks. But the cost was the main thing, because you starting out in a hobby like this, they're not cheap. Like I'd bought this. I've been using this little one off eBay. That cost me $900, plus a couple of hundred for the bits. And to be honest, it's not a bad way to start. It's far from perfect. It's, you know, like compared with this, it's just night and day. It's different, completely different. But it will cut you a stone. But it's a lot. It's not precise at all. It's all more in your eye and your sound and the feel, which will be with this as well. But with that, it's not the best, but it will cut. It will cut and do a nice job. But I think you'd struggle when you come to do like ovals, trillions, eyes, and things like that. But I think in one way, it's a good machine to learn, because you've got to learn the feel and everything. But then, if you do carry on, I suppose you can always sell it on afterwards, but you know, you have wasted the money if you buy another one on that one, or you might be perfectly happy just doing simple designs, and you know, it does, because it does work. Right, anyway, that's about it. I hope that's for people that can't afford maybe an Australian machine, or but there's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely, and if you watch their videos as well, she gets a dial gauge on top of this, and it's just like perfect. So it's very, very precise, and time will tell. I've still not cut it, but I just know it's going to be good. Right, I hope that's been of some help for somebody.